Tripod sweep. The tripod sweep is pretty basic in the sense that all you have to do is push on their hips and block them from stepping back, or in other words, prevent them from posting. It can be set up primarily from collar and sleeve guard, de la Riva, and reverse de la Riva. Simply place your foot on the hip, grab their near side leg with your hand, and block behind their far side leg with the instep of your foot. You want to go to the ankle, which is the end of the lever. I often see beginners hook behind the knee, but that won't stop your opponent's ability to step back and post. Because if someone good can post, then they will post, and posting will stop the sweep. Butterfly sweep. Everyone needs a good butterfly sweep in their arsenal. What you want to do is connect yourself to them with one of your grips, block their post with your other grip, lift with one foot, and push off the mat with the other. Traditionally, the butterfly sweep is taught and performed with an underhook. What the underhook does in the situation is connect yourself to them, but there are other grips that will do the same, and they're often easier to get. For example, an overhook will do the trick, as will double overhooks. Belt grips and collar ties are effective too. Understanding that you need grips that connect yourself to them, rather than just the underhook specifically, allows you to switch side to side if needed, which opens up attacking opportunities. It's important to always have options. Swiping out the leg can also be utilized rather than pushing out the mat, especially if they're posting their leg out or you anticipate that they will. It becomes kind of a cross between a butterfly sweep and a scissor sweep. What you don't want to do is be on your back in butterfly guard, you want to be on your butt. If you're on your back, you risk getting smashed, especially with passes like body lock passes. John Wayne sweep. The John Wayne sweep makes people feel weightless. It's an easy sweep to hit that doesn't require speed or athleticism, only timing. Performed from the half guard, this sweep is hit to the near side, the side that's closest to you. The key to this sweep is to bring your hips underneath theirs so their weight becomes loaded onto your hips. See how I scoop my hips underneath my opponent? This is what I mean. This is the key detail that will allow you to sweep those even with a significant weight advantage. Once their weight is loaded onto your hips, off-balancing them is done primarily using your inside leg, the leg that's in half guard. You want to turn your knee and push them over using your inner thigh. The easiest time to hit this is when they're not gripping with their near side hand on you, because you can move their hand freely towards their hips to prevent them from posting their hand or elbow on the mat. Remember, you need to block post because if someone good can post, then they will post. You can also get it while they're overhooking your underhook. You just need to clamp your arm tight so they can't free their overhook and post with that hand or elbow. Another great time is if they're gripping past your center line on your near side, but people shouldn't do this anyways as it's generally a mistake to do so. You can also get it when they're gripping on your far side, which you see me do here in these two examples. Your other hand can assist in finishing the sweep by grabbing their leg or their pants and direct them to the side that you're sweeping them. Although you can also grab their hip or waist to assist, or even switch to an underhook as you're finishing it if you can't quite get them over enough and you need to use it to finish it off. Balloon sweep. Balloon sweeps look cool and feel good. There's something satisfying about hitting a clean one, and they're not that difficult to pull off. Though I'll caveat that with that they're reliant on your opponent lifting their butt in the air, which is generally a bad idea unless you're tripoding. Nevertheless, it's an easy sweep to hit on lower belts as well as higher belts, maybe in a transition or being a bit careless. Just like the John Wayne sweep, you need their weight loaded onto your hips. See here, there's zero chance of getting the sweep, but once I scoop my butt underneath him, now I can straighten my legs and load him onto my hips. You need to straighten your legs so it's the structural strength of your bones carrying the weight rather than your muscles. I like to teach my students as well as perform for myself, bringing my opponent to the side rather than overhead just because it's safer. I'll still go overhead sometimes if I'm confident that they'll tuck their chin and basically do a forward roll. Otherwise, you run the risk of them spiking their head on the mat. Safety for you and your training partner should always be priority number one. The balloon sweep is set up from collar and sleeve guard. If you go to the side rather than overhead, make sure you bring your opponent to the same side that you have their sleeve, otherwise they'll post out on the mat. Keep it in place where it is, you don't have to move it or do anything crazy, just keep it in place so that they can't post. If you want to get really fancy, you can do this helicopter armbar just by turning their hips with your feet and by bringing your leg over their head. Alright guys, before we continue, I'd like to emphasize that it's really important that you take care of your recovery from jiu-jitsu because I know that training comes easy to most of you, whereas paying attention to things like nutrition isn't always priority, but this wreaks havoc on our bodies. For example, I've been feeling really fatigued and sore in the last couple months, plus sometimes I get these annoying muscle cramps mid-training, and recently I've discovered that this has to do a lot with the loss of electrolytes through sweating, primarily of which is sodium, and that's why it's a good idea to have an all-in-one solution such as LMNT. LMNT is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything that we as jiu-jitsu practitioners need for faster and efficient recovery. For example, that means lots of salt as well as science-backed electrolyte ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Plus, it comes with no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, and no fillers. None of that stuff. That makes it perfect for use not just for the hardcore professionals, such as NBA players, Olympic athletes, and Navy SEALs, but also for everyday mums and dads and exercise enthusiasts. So I'm really excited to say that LMNT is offering a free sample pack to my subscribers with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any LMNT order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors as well as share LMNT with a salty friend. Get yours at drinklmnt.com/JordanTeaches. This offer is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/JordanTeaches. Reverse De La Riva hook sweep. Some might consider reverse De La Riva to be an advanced guard, but I don't. It's an essential guard to know, and it's basically a stand-up version of half guard where you hook with your instep of your foot on their inner thigh. I use this hook sweep all the time, and it's very similar to a butterfly sweep. All you have to do is insert your outside butterfly hook onto their shin, block their post, and elevate them. Generally, the best place to block their post is on the tricep, as this has the added benefit of helping you rotate them, as you can pull them down with that grip as you lift with your butterfly hook. You need to take what you can get though, and you can perform this with their sleeve or their wrist. I have pretty short legs, so it's pretty easy for me to insert my butterfly hook, but if you have trouble, just shrimp out a bit and you should be good to go. Lasso sweep. Many think of lasso as an advanced guard, but in reality, it's just another way of gripping with the instep of your foot, just like the majority of guards. It's a useful guard and it's not that complicated. All you have to do is grip their sleeve and loop your foot over their arm and into their bicep or armpit. For the traditional way and the way that I teach in class, you want to place your other instep on their hips so that your shin supports their weight. Now just grab their pants and turn your knees to the side to complete the sweep. You can hit this when they're standing or when they're on their knees in half guard. When it comes to your non-lassoed leg, like I said, it's best placed with your shin parallel with their hips so you can support their weight, but sometimes you have to take what you can get. As you can see in these examples, sometimes the leg placement will look a little bit different, but it's not a hugely important aspect of the sweep. Rolling in general, there's always quite a few variables, and whatever gets the job done, gets the job done. These are what I think are the easiest sweeps. Let me know what your favorite sweep is. Alright, thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. If you're still here, please leave a comment or a fist bump, and I'll see you guys next time.